Imagine this. You're walking into a room and people turn their heads. Some admire you, some ignore you, but a few, oh, you can feel it, are watching you with jealousy in their eyes. Why? Because you have something they want. It could be anything. Your confidence, your success, your personality, or even just the way you carry yourself. The truth is, when someone is jealous of you, it's rarely about you. It's about them. It's about what they see in you that they wish they had. You see, the world operates in a funny way. Everyone wants success, happiness, and recognition, but not everyone is willing to work for it. And when they see someone else, someone like you, achieving the things they secretly desire, it creates a storm inside them. That storm is called jealousy. Think about it. Have you ever seen a millionaire being jealous of someone who just started their business? No. Have you ever seen a confident person get insecure about someone else's self-esteem? Never. Jealousy comes from lack, from desire, from the frustration of not having something. And when people feel that frustration, they project it onto you. They whisper behind your back. They try to find flaws in you. They wait for you to make a mistake. But deep down, their real problem isn't you. It's their own dissatisfaction with themselves. Now, let's break this down a little further. There are different kinds of jealousy, and understanding them will help you deal with it better. First, there's aspirational jealousy. This is when someone admires you, but doesn't want to admit it. They look at your success and feel inspired, but instead of using that inspiration to work harder, they let envy take over. These are the people who say things like, oh, they just got lucky, or it's easy for them because they have connection. They create excuses for your success, because admitting that you worked harder than them would mean accepting their own shortcomings. Then there's competitive jealousy. This one's dangerous. These are the people who see you as a threat. Maybe you got the promotion they wanted. Maybe you're achieving things faster than they expected. And instead of competing with themselves to get better, they make it their mission to bring you down. They might gossip about you, try to sabotage you, or simply try to make you doubt yourself. But here's the trick. Never let them get inside your head, because the moment you start doubting yourself, they win. And finally, there's personal jealousy. This is the kind that has nothing to do with success or money. Sometimes people are jealous of your happiness. Yes, you heard that right. Some people are so unhappy in their own lives that seeing you smile, seeing you love yourself, seeing you live without fear, it bothers them. They wonder, how can this person be so happy when I'm struggling? But what they don't realize is that happiness is not about circumstances. It's about mindset. And you, my friend, have mastered that mindset. So, what do you do when you know someone is jealous of you? Do you stop shining? Do you shrink yourself so they feel comfortable? Never. The world doesn't need more dim lights. It needs people who are bold enough to shine even when others are trying to put them out. The best way to handle jealousy is to stay focused on your own journey. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to explain why you're successful, why you're happy, or why you're confident. Your life is your proof. Let your actions speak so loudly that their negativity drowns in the noise of your achievements. And here's another thing. Sometimes the people who are jealous of you are the ones closest to you, a friend, a colleague, even a family member. It hurts, doesn't it? Because we expect support from the people we love. But not everyone can handle watching you grow while they remain stuck. It's not that they hate you, it's that your success reminds them of their own stagnation. And that's not your problem to fix. At the end of the day, jealousy is a sign that you are moving forward. No one is jealous of someone who is standing still. So take it as a compliment, smile at your haters, wish them well, and keep walking forward. Because the only way to truly win is to be so focused on your own greatness that their envy becomes nothing more than background noise in the grand movie of your life. There's an undeniable truth about human nature. People don't get jealous of things that don't affect them. If someone is envious of you, it means something about you is making them uncomfortable. And more often than not, that something is their own insecurity. We live in a world where most people are constantly comparing themselves to others. Whether they admit it or not, they measure their own worth by looking at what others have or how others behave. And when they see you standing tall, confident and unapologetic, it forces them to reflect on their own weaknesses. That reflection, it's not always pleasant. In fact, for some, it's unbearable. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who just didn't like you for no apparent reason? Maybe it was a colleague who always seemed irritated when you spoke, or a friend who suddenly became distant after you achieved something great. It wasn't because you did anything wrong. It was because, knowingly or unknowingly, you reminded them of what they lacked. Perhaps you remind them of the risks they were too afraid to take. Maybe they see you chasing your dreams and it makes them uncomfortable because they once had dreams too. Dreams they gave up on. When you succeed, you become a living example of what is possible, and that can be painful for someone who never had the courage to go after what they wanted. Instead of feeling inspired, they feel exposed. They see in you the person they wish they had been, and that realization hurts. It's not just about success. Some people are insecure about things beyond money or career. Maybe they struggle with confidence, and here you are, walking into a room with your head held high. Maybe they've always felt ignored, and yet when you speak, people listen. Maybe they've battled self-doubt their entire lives, and you make decisions with clarity and conviction. Your mere existence becomes a reminder of what they believe they lack. And rather than facing those insecurities, it's easier for them to dislike you. Instead of working on themselves, they choose to criticize you. It's a defense mechanism, one designed to protect their ego. And this insecurity-driven jealousy often manifests in subtle ways. They might not openly attack you, but you'll notice the passive-aggressive comments, the sarcastic tone, the unnecessary competition. They might try to downplay your achievements or make you second-guess yourself. The goal is simple: to make you doubt yourself the way they doubt themselves. But here's the key. Never let their insecurities become your burden. You are not responsible for how others feel about themselves. Your only responsibility is to be the best version of you. If your confidence makes them uneasy, that's their battle to fight. If your happiness reminds them of their own sadness, that's a reflection of their journey, not yours. And here's something even more powerful. Sometimes the very people who envy you today are the ones who will admire you tomorrow. Why? Because deep down, even if they don't admit it, they respect you. They may dislike you now because you make them uncomfortable, but one day, when they are ready to face their own fears, they will remember you as proof that it's possible to break free from limitations. That's why the best way to handle people who are jealous of you is not to argue, not to shrink yourself, and certainly not to take their negativity personally. Instead, keep being the person you are. Keep growing, keep achieving, keep living fearlessly, because at the end of the day, their insecurities are not your problem. Their jealousy is not your burden. And your success is not something you should ever apologize for. Let them be uncomfortable, let them talk, let them watch, and while they do, you keep moving forward. There is something truly powerful about being unstoppable. It's not just about success, money, or fame. It's about a mindset, a way of thinking that says, no matter what happens, no matter who tries to bring me down, I will keep going. It's about resilience, about refusing to let negativity, jealousy, or failure define you. And most importantly, it's about knowing that the only person who can truly stop you is you. But here's the thing. The moment you start succeeding, the moment you start moving forward in life, people will try to stop you. Some will do it directly, criticizing you, doubting you, or discouraging you from taking risks. Others will do it indirectly, through jealousy, negativity, or even fake concern. Are you sure you can handle this? Maybe you should play it safe. What if you fail? And that's when you have to remind yourself, if people are trying to bring me down, it means I'm already above them. Think about it. No one attacks someone who is standing still. No one tries to sabotage a person who is going nowhere. The fact that people are watching you, talking about you, or even trying to stop you is proof that you are making an impact. And instead of letting their negativity slow you down, use it as fuel. Let it remind you that you are on the right path. Being unstoppable isn't about never facing obstacles. In fact, the stronger you become, the more challenges life will throw at you. But what separates unstoppable people from the rest is that they never let those challenges break them. They adapt, they learn, and they keep moving forward. Take a moment and think about the people who inspire you. Whether it's a successful entrepreneur, a legendary athlete, or an artist who changed the world, none of them had it easy. They faced failures, setbacks, criticism, and doubt. But what made them different? They refused to stop. They refused to let failures define them. They refused to let the opinions of others dictate their destiny. And that's exactly what you must do. Because the reality is, people will always have something to say. If you fail, they'll say you got lucky. If you failed, they'll say they saw it coming. If you work hard, they'll say you're trying too much. If you take a break, they'll say you're wasting time. So why waste even a second worrying about what they think? Instead, focus on your journey. Keep setting bigger goals. Keep pushing yourself beyond limits. Keep proving, not to others, but to yourself, that there is no force in this world strong enough to break you. And yes, you will have moments of doubt, moments where you question yourself, moments where you feel exhausted, where you wonder if it's all worth it. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments where you must stand tall and remind yourself, I did not come this far to only come this far. An unstoppable person doesn't wait for permission. They don't wait for the right time. They create their own opportunities. They take risks. They embrace failure as part of the process. And most importantly, they never let temporary setbacks make them forget the bigger picture. Because at the end of the day, the world belongs to those who refuse to give up, to those who keep moving forward no matter how many times they fall, to those who understand that every challenge, every failure, and every criticism is just another stepping stone to greatness. So let them doubt you, let them talk, let them try to bring you down. And while they do, you keep rising, you keep growing, you keep proving through your actions, through your resilience, through your success, that you are unstoppable.